Hello, my fellow 3D enthusiasts. I wish you a wonderful good afternoon, a wonderful good morning, or a wonderful good evening, depending on where you are in the world. It is fantastic to see you. Miss Pamela is here. The Madness Middles is here. The Goldenrod is here. The Artist of the Year, Renderosity's Artist of the Year 2019. Mr. Rod Shelley in the house. Very good. And anyone else who's out there watching, thank you and welcome for joining us. Well, welcome and thank you for joining us, rather. I'm going to try something. I'm going to try two new things out today. One is we're going to try out a new music provider for the background chill beats that I have going on. Usually I use Epidemic and it's licensed music, so I can use it here on Twitch as well as YouTube and monetize these things without getting into trouble, which is awesome. But yesterday on the Pixologic stream, I heard that there's something else that we can try completely for free, and this is what it looks like. It is called Pretzel.rocks, and it is something that you just press a button, out comes kind of music, and I thought maybe we'll try it out. There's a few that are available for free, like lots that are available for free, like chill EDM, don't even know what EDM stands for, chill pop, disco, EDM, still don't know what EDM stands for. Happy holidays, in case we're in the holiday spirit. There's lo-fi, there's metal, there's synthwave, and then there's these locked things for which I think I need to pay $100 a year. It's kind of the same price as Epidemic. So I thought, I'll have a different provider, see what happens. Let's try perhaps chill and work our way down from that, or maybe lo-fi. I don't know, metal might get in the way. Let's try chill. Chill is 2,987 tracks. Whereas Lo-Fi has 2,539 tracks. Let's try this out. Click play and it begins. Could be everyday music, Rod. Absolutely. That is possible. Does anything come out? I can't hear anything. Do we need to crank up the volume here? Actually, yes. There is something. Definitely. So something's here. That's cool. I don't know if the volume is going to be good or not. I'm going to put it to this that usually works with Epidemic. Let me know if it's too loud or too quiet. We'll work it out and take it as we go from there. Pretzel. Oh, there we go. And they're posted on my chat as well. Now playing exactly by Pandres Jasan with the link. That is kind of cool. I think if that gets annoying, do let me know. We can always go and enable it and disable it and stuff. I think that's something, posting things in the chat, I think that is disableable with the paid subscription. So we're going to try it out today. Let me see what it sounds like. So let me see what it's going. I'm going to try today to texture a little something in Substance Painter from start to finish, something that Mr. Chris has made, and it's not quite ready for availability on his Ko-fi store yet, but hopefully, with his modeling and my exciting textures, perhaps we can make it happen. So it'll be a Substance Painter session today, for which I'm going to go and set up my project first of all. So I think I have it here in Dropbox under 3D content. Got myself a new folder here called Chris Cox, and these are the Vivian Pumps. That's what we're going to make. So I'm going to go and extract all of those into here, and then we'll see if we can take it from there. So it's a product made for DAZ Studio. That's all the data. Perfect. I can just call that Vivian Pumps, and this is going to be my new library folder. And that doesn't, oh, actually that is that, isn't it? That's the zip, and this is then that. Pumps, and this can go. That's just the zip. So if I map this folder in DAZ Studio, then I should be able to go and pick this up and see if I can export it as an OBJ and then go put it into Substance Painter and see what we can do. I figured out a way to amalgamate and merge all the maps down that Substance Painter spits out. So instead of like 470,911 maps, we only have 4, which is kind of what we need. And thanks Substance, but that's just that's just how we roll here. Let's see, under Content Library, I'll close this down and add a DAZ Studio format, which is now going to be the Chris Cox Vivian Pumps. And this is everything I need, including the templates and where the textures go. There. Inside we find nothing because we need to open it. Under People, Genesis 8 Female Clothing, C. Cox Vivian Pumps. There they are. that's them. Foot pose, toe pose, and we have some materials that Chris has made. That's awesome. That's very good. I like it. And they've just come out for testing, so they'll be available soon for everyone. This is what they look like in their regular pose. So I'm going to go and apply the foot pose. Oh, there's also a 6-inch heel pose. That's cool. So this should just put them flatly on the ground. And that's them. Nice work, Chris. As always. Let me go have a look at that in glorious filament. Oh, we have 2 types of soles on the inside. Hey, this is beautiful. Very nice. Do you know, this is where I can try my hand at stitches again. On the outside here, I still haven't found a good way of doing that. I might also see if I can add a Chris Cox logo on the bottom of the sole, like you do somewhere here. See if I can make it happen. I really like the inside. Really like the inside. This is kind of a leather thing here. That's wonderful. So I suppose we have several zones. Just having a look at this. This is one, that's one. Yeah. Like the professionals do it. We have the outside. We have the little rim here. Then we have the heel. And we probably have the sole. Yes, perfect. That goes all the way down here. And then we have something like that. So if I'm brave, I could try stitches either around here or at the bottom or not. I might just, not do that and see what other just funky designs I can come up with and variations. Maybe I'll try a bit of a worn effect. We'll see what happens. As long as it's not wrapped. No, I'll try to avoid the wrap rot. No problem. Even though I like the idea of having a rot wrap, that'd be good. Mr. Jeremy is here. Good to see you, sir. Okay, let's go do this thing. So I will go and export these. Just actually having a look at if there's anything else untoward with them. But no, there isn't. That's perfect. So the post version or the unpost version shouldn't really matter. Oh yeah, there's one other thing I do want to have a look at. And that is, in fact, the UV map. I'll select all the surfaces here and then I'll just quickly switch over to the UV view. Just to have a, getting into the swing of things here. So it looks like Chris has done this cleverly that they are mirrored. So that's cool. They're not sharing the same UVs, but they're mirrored. So we'll see how that works in Substance. If I do have to paint something on it, I may have to work with symmetry. It might work without it. I'm just, I'm as confused about it as you are. So we're going to make a great team here. Export. I will go and put everything into this directory here and make myself something else called OBJs. That's just for me. And these are pumps. Pumps. There we go. Do you know, tomorrow it's already the 31st, so which means we're going to have, this is going to be the final stream of 2021 tomorrow, which is kind of interesting how fast that has happened, huh? Unbelievable. Let's take a look at the Substance Painter. Rod, I have a feeling you would like Substance Painter. It's one of those things, if you know Photoshop, then with a bit of extra 3D thinking, it's essentially like a 3D version of Photoshop on steroids. Very, very nice. You're gonna get drunk tomorrow, woohoo! Is it a party you're going to, or is it happening at your place? Or is it just gonna be you by yourself? All these things are possible as well as valid. I think, I'm not actually sure what we're gonna do tomorrow. We're gonna, in previous years, Julia and I were thinking at around 10 o'clock, should we just go to bed? We do that. So we'll see what happens this year. Don't know yet. Oh, that's even more exciting. Alrighty, new project. These are the wedge sandals. And we're here, Vivian Pumps, OBJs. That is that. Document resolution, I'm gonna go make this 4K. I think I need OpenGL, I already know that. PBR metallic roughness alpha blend starter assets. Sure. Auto what's it? And I'll just leave everything else on the defaults. Yes, it is coin, yes. If you are against subscriptions, Rod, and you're thinking of getting it, there's always that version on Steam that you could have a look at. That's a perpetual license, currently 150, but sometimes they have it for around 100. So let me see if I can remember how to do this. The first line of business here is baking some maps or whatnot that makes the program work better, I think. And I think was that in... I've already forgotten that. What a shame. It's been a week. Brains just went, now we don't need that anymore. Delete. Maybe edit. Bake mesh maps. There we go. Control-Shift-B. Another shortcut I will not remember. Output size. Let's make it also 2K here. And let's not bake the ID map, I think. And everything else, I think we can bake. I think, is that how it worked? I think that's how it worked. I think 2K. And do we need anything else here? I don't think we do. I think that's just that. Bake selected textures, I think. And then it does this, which is super exciting. I love watching this process. I still don't exactly know what it is that... Brian, that's clever. That is very clever. Thank you so much for that. There's me thinking I have to shell out $100 for that not to post in my chat anymore. We just go ban it. That's brilliant. Thank you. Sorry, Pretzel Rocks. Even though we are interested in the artists, not every 2 minutes. Yes, Jeremy is correct. The NFP peeps are offering a $100 DAZ gift card to anyone who mints between now and the end of the year. Indeed, indeed, that is correct. And people who have already minted, so minting in that context means having bought an NFP through the public sale, are also eligible for, I believe, a DAZ gift card, $50, if they don't sell the NFP until after the 15th of January. I think that's part of the thing. If you go and if you buy something from the NFP store now and you sell it immediately, then you're not eligible for the gift card promotion. I think, if I understand this correctly. There we go. And also, if you buy one, if you have two already and you buy another one, I think they will give you a second one for free. Same idea. If you don't sell it before the 15th of January, you are eligible for a second one completely for free, which is kind of cool. How are you today, Brian? Good to see you. I thought I'd have a little go at the Substance Painter. See if I can remember how to do anything in Substance Painter, because it's one of those things that just practice makes perfect. Also, let's see here. So we have an insole material that I think I might leave the same. Chris has had something like stripy thing here, and then something like leathery thing here. So I might start with that, and then we get something like a rubbery thing on the sole. Texture set list is here. I have figured out a way to combine all these maps that Substance Painter is going to give us at the end. So hopefully we should have no problem setting this up properly in DAZ Studio today. So that's the plan. Why don't we do a quick run through? I'll just slap some materials on this and we'll do the map exporting thing and see if it actually works in principle. And then if it does, we crack on and have some fun with good looking materials. Let's see. So I suppose the first thing might be like a rubber. Oh, that's good. There's no rubber in my... Oh, there we go. Latex black. Plastic glossy scuffed. Can we make this bigger here? Laage. There we go. Latex black. That sounds good. Plastic... That's something rubbery. Plastic armor matte. Fake leather. Dusty. Scratched. Something like a worn plastic rubber. There we go. Yeah. That could be good. For the sole, I'm thinking. Does it have a thread in here? Give me a preview, dude. Plastic soft dirty. Yeah, that's nice also for the top, I'm thinking. What's this here? Plastic matte. And then there's rough scratched. Rubber tire. Okay, interesting. More rubber tires. I suppose we can put an embossed kind of effect in there with the height map. Plastic shiny, plastic used. I'm thinking here plastic rubber. That's neat. But these are smart materials, so I don't know how exactly that's going to work. If I do this, and then I want to add an additional height map in there. First of all, has it applied this on both parts of the shoe? Yes, it has. So I don't have to worry about that. So if I wanted to add something like a tread to these, how might I do that? I think maybe I'll go and do this first of all. I don't need that. I might also just select the shoe sole, check that we've done that. Then texture properties. Is there no such thing as a channel? That's in here because that's kind of a smart material. Surface damage, surface detail. Could be this. Could it be? Is it? Is it? Yes. Okay, yeah. So height is in here. Height is uniform color, but if we go and put something else in there, I think we might get something like a tread in here. So let's go and try that out. Do we have something like riffles? Do we? Well, there's this, so we can try that out. Put it in and it comes out like something. Not that I want to use this as a sole material, but just to see the effect here. It looks like that is something I can try. So goody. Let's see if we can find something that just has riffles, like a tread. Is tread available? Of course it isn't. DZ is here! Woohoo! Good to see you, DZ. Well, it looks like I'm just going to have to go and look through these alphas myself. Or make my own. Oh, this could work. Yeah, it's a bit low poly, isn't it? And a bit decorative. I'm literally looking for that sort of thing. Almost. That sort of thing is probably easier just to make, you know, rather than, I mean, they should have something in here. I'm sure they have. But what it's called, I don't really know. Yeah, something like this would be neat as well. That could just be the tread. I'm happy with that. I mean, it's the sole, you know, nobody's going to really look at that. Or knobs, that's also good. Little knobbles, what's this called? And this is metallic great round. Yeah, I could see that. How about this then, the hexagon border? Let's try that. If I go and put this into the sole now, I like it. All I want to do is play around with the tiling and give that some kind of a tiley thing here. All right. That's nice already. Totally successful already. I'm totally happy about this. Yeah, so then I have to figure out a way for that to not appear on the side. How do we do that again? We'll worry about it later. We probably have to mask something off. But I also don't quite remember how to do that. We will leave it. It's fine. It's our first map. DZ, how you doing today? Do you have any plans for New Year's Eve? I wonder what we're doing here. I think that's just going to get this rubber material here with literally nothing else on it. And then let's start with some maybe like suede kind of material here. This is rough scratched and this is rough matte, but I think there's also a suede material we might try out later. Let's try this here. Thin, no, not thin crack. Was it thin cracked? Yeah, like a worn shoe material here. See how that looks? Not bad. Damaged. But hey, well worn. Let's see if it all comes out. So this is just a test run here. I'm going to go and put some materials on the inside. We'll go have a look at exporting this out and then seeing if we can bring these maps in to DAZ Studio the way that I'd like to do that. Let's see if we have something like a that's cork. We shouldn't put that on the inside. Knitted sweater material. That might look nice on the inside. Baseball hat material. That could go on here. Or was that a seriously bad idea? There's that thing with the scale again, isn't there? Also the UV projection. Shall we try out triplanar? Four sounds like an ideal decorative little element in there. And triplanar versus UV. Actually, I'm good with UV, I think. I'm good with that. Oh, the Chinese New Year. When is that? It's kind of similar and coincides with the Western Chinese, with the Western New Year, but I don't exactly know when it starts. Is it the same day? Is it also the 1st of January? And I don't either. Currently, we don't have any plans, Julia and I. So we'll see what happens. Rough fabric. So we need to have something like a suede thing for the inside here. Oh, glitter! Glitter is neat. Maybe we should have glitter on here instead of the red stuff. Or not. Let's worry about that later. Let's stay on track here. Stay on track. So I'm thinking something like a leather, like a soft leather for the inside here. So soft for the feet. Leather bag. We don't have to agree with the color. Leather big grain, a medium grain, a soft grain, brushed down and rough. Maybe soft. I'm a soft guy. Follows the lunar calendar. Oh, okay. 1st of February this year. Okay, cool. So it changes every year. Is that right? So if it follows the lunar calendar, I would imagine... Is the next one then in January? Like January 2023? Is that how it works? Is the lunar year longer or shorter than the regular year? So again, I'm not going to do anything with this. I'm just going to go and leave it, just to see we have a different material here. And then maybe down here, maybe we'll put, I don't know, maybe this, just because we can. I know it looks terrible, but we're gonna work on that, at least with the colors here. Let's do some different colors here. Leather bag. Oh, that is in fact the color. Let's make it dark and play with this scale. I'm thinking maybe smaller is probably groovier. Maybe like this. And I think, other than the heel, we already have our shoe. So let's have a shiny plastic for that, like plastic glossy pure. And we're not going to have it blue, of course. We're going to make it, kind of make it pitch black. Let's do that. Perfect. Okay, goody. That's our shoe. And oh, we have one last thing that we need to talk about, which is this thing here at the top. I might use the same thing here, there. Groovy and make that blue as black as well. Okay, not a masterpiece, I tell you that, but we have all the maps, and maybe we can see if we can export this out now. So I'm really not a big fan of this color mishmash here. I gotta say, maybe we can do something about this. So the sole, the insole, that one here. Let's see if we can at least give it a different type of color. Maybe just make it like a medium gray. That's nice. At least that doesn't interfere with things here. And then this here at the back. Is there a way to select surfaces here? I thought there was. I don't quite remember. Insole, heel tip, liner, liner, heel. That's probably it. Is this it? Yes, liner, heel. Liner, heel. Let's do something funky with that. Maybe plastic cables. That might be even nicer. Awesome. I'm in love already. Brian casually bans the bot. That's just very cool. I have to say, I like it. I like it. Let's do it this way. That's fine. That's good. I'm also, now that I'm thinking about it, perhaps I'm not entirely sure about this on the outside here. Maybe plastic grid small might even be better for this. Yes. Way better. So this goes, this stays. Awesome. My dream shoes. Yeah, this rim here we need to somehow take off, but we'll worry about it when the time comes. Let's see if we can export all these maps out. I'm gonna go and save this, and wish me luck, everyone. This is in here and in there and in here, and I'll go and make another folder that's called Substance Projects. Pumps test 1. Here we go. Lunar calendar is supposed to be shorter, only 30 days in every month, but an extra month every 4 years. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I don't actually know how the Gregorian calendar came to be. That's the one that we use here in the West. Because it seems to me like somebody based it on a 28-day month, and every so often they thought, it doesn't work, and it's kind of off by a day here or there. Well, maybe we'll just vary this and that. And I think they tried to squeeze one calendar into another, and it just didn't quite work. Okay, that's done. Let's go and export our maps, export textures. And then I can show you this new little thing that I found that combines these textures. So I'll go and put this into not actually here or there, maybe just here. Let me go and see if I can put this to pin this to the quick start menu here, because pin to quick access, because I need to go there all the time. And I need another quick access to get to the quick access. I'll go and put this into textures here, just a new folder, and I'll call that substance. Actually, no, I'm going to go and not do that, actually. I'll put it in my Substance Projects folder, because these are going to be the maps that are not combined into here. And so this is important now. I can't just go and use whatever makes sense. I have to use what the combination program wants. And I think that is something beginning with document. So my document, there we go. Document channels plus normal plus AO with alpha. This is what I need to use. And then dilation infinite, I think that needs to be dilation plus transparent. That's important. And 16 is probably fine. PNG is also okay. And I think that is that. Let's go and export our list of exports. It's going to be 72 maps. Yes, that's a little bit detrimental to performance, isn't it? So yeah, but this is how it works. So I get 72 textures out of this, and they should all really be on one combined map. But Substance Painter refuses to do this. So thankfully there is a little program that I've discovered that will make this happen by a wonderfully named Christina Alba. Oh, has it crashed now? Excellent. Thank you, Substance. That's awesome. Ha. christina.gumroad.com. And if you follow that link, in fact follow this link, then you get that texture set combiner. This is that magic utility available for free that makes it possible, if you follow these instructions closely, to combine all these maps that Substance refuses to combine. Christina Atma, there we go, that's her name. I'll put that in the chat right now, just in case you wanted to check it out. It's free. You can also drop her a couple of bucks if you find this utility useful. You might also find that Substance Painter crashes every once in a while, so ha! Oh, have they, Jeremy? That's exciting. I like it when they do that. Do you think they would have put them up at the same time? I thought so too, Pamela, and it's one of those things I had great difficulty with, this whole map combination thing. I have even bigger difficulty understanding why Adobe don't just put it into Substance Painter. But hey, that's just how the cookie crumbles. So let me go export this again here. Don't know why this didn't work. Into Substance, into Maps. So once again, we go and use document with AO with alpha. And on the padding, we need to say dilation plus transparent. That's important. Okay. Try your luck again. See what happens. Fingers crossed. So glad we saved the project before it, did that. Boom! Perfect. We're good here. All right. Vivian Pumps, Substance, here's my maps, and these are all the textures. Okay, let's go combine them with Christina's awesome little thing. Have I made it a shortcut here? No, I haven't. Was it then? Whoops. I think it was. It's still in my downloads folder where I should really take it out. Texture set combiner. Here it is. Yeah, I should really put that into a safe place. I don't really have a safe place as such, but I might find one just now because it doesn't really install. It's just an exe that you unzip and then you run it. I might just put it in the Blender directory. I know it's kind of not really that kosher, but texture set combiner. It's just one exe. It just needs to be in a file that's not, what's it called here? Program files, because that needs special executional properties and I need to run it as an administrator every time, and I don't really want to do that. So also I want the convenience of a little shortcut icon here, and that is only pinnable if I turn this into a shortcut first. So once it's in a safe position, we go and say create a shortcut, which I can then rename whatever I like, perhaps get rid of the exit at the end, and maybe also go and make that, turn that into that and into that. And then this here, that I can go and pin to my start menu. And now when I come up again, it's here. Perfect. Texture set combiner. This should be literally somewhere together next to Substance Painter. It kind of belongs with it, I find. So there we go. Launch. Good times. That is quite nice, isn't it? Same deco, and then we just go and switch it over when the time comes. Okay, though, now comes the fun part. We have a source folder and we have a destination folder, and it's super easy. So the source folder is, of course, what we picked previously here. Sadly, there's no quick start menu here, I don't think. No, there isn't. What a shame. What a shame. Okay, I'll find it. It's in 3D content. Chris Cox. Substance projects. Maps. Source folder. Check. Destination folder. I might just use the one that we're going to use later anyway for this product. So it'll be also in the same region here. Chris Cox, and that's going to be in runtime textures, and it'll remember this for next time. And there's CCox in here already, so I'm going to make myself a new folder in here. I'm going to be that. Hello? Thank you for freaking out. What's just happened? I don't really understand. Right, stop freaking out. And then in here, we're making another folder in here. And that will be the Vivian Pumps. And now I can add anything in here that should, you know, just get combined. And the mesh name, I think this is just arbitrary. That's whatever I want the combination maps to be called. Rod, it happens for you because of the drugs, so. So funny. Is your stream dropping out? Because I think mine is. I don't know if there's anything to be worried about. Do we have transcodes here? We do. Sometimes my laptop is just freaking out, so it could just be me. And we'll call this pumps test. So if I had like, you know, design number 1, design number 2 in there, I can go and have these things with different names. The PNG is probably what I want. Channel pack maps we probably don't need, and go combine. See what happens. Mine's dropping out as well. Okay, let me have a look while this is combining things, as it just says not responding. See what's going on here. Oh yeah, massive issue. Gotcha. What a shame. Probably my internet provider freaking out. See if it comes good in a minute. I think it's still working. I can't quite tell. It's kind of the same design as Blender. It just goes and just, you know, keeps working, and eventually Pedro's at it again. Yes, absolutely. You'd imagine it comes up with the kind of a finish message or so. Maybe it's done that now. Is it finished? I can't tell. That'd be good. Like, that'd be my #1 feature request. One pop-up box that says I'm working on it, and then the pop-up box going away saying I am now finished. Thank you for using the product. But hey, it's free utility, so you know I'm not having a downer on it. Let's see if it's all there now. So Vivian Pumps. I'm going to runtime, textures, me, Vivian Pumps. There, look at that. Those are them. So we don't need an emissive map. We had made that. I'm not sure if we have metal on there, but we do need that. The height maps here, the base maps here, the ambient occlusion map. I don't actually know if we can use that in DAZ Studio. If we do, let me know. I'm gonna go delete it for now, but I don't think I've found it. Roughness, yes. Normal, yes. Metal, height, and base. So that's 5 instead of 72, which, you know, I find quite nice. Let's go drag these puppies in. Thankfully, every material is the same description. It's just different textures here. So we'll start maybe with something we can see. Like this shoe upper. I love it. So under base, this is our new base map. Ooh, nice. Then the metal map, now that I know it, goes straight just above it. Then under glossy, I believe glossy, we have the roughness map, which is this here. Roughness. I'm going to crank it up to 1, trusting the map that that's going to be a-okay. Under bump, we'll give this the normal. And then we have the height map. We'll pop that into the bump map channel, and that's set to 1 already. And that's shoe upper. Let's copy that material and in fact paste it over everything. Ding! And that should hopefully be our complete map in all its glory. And it's a little tricky to judge in filament, but we do see all the characteristics here. Might even adjust the bump map a little bit, but yeah, that is what we saw in Substance Painter. Woohoo! Now inside DAZ Studio. Yeah, stop it, Pedro. It's getting annoying. Stop it, Pedro. God damn it. Let me see if I what this is saying. Yeah, it looks like now I have good bandwidth again. So at the bottom right here, if this is green, it means whoop-de-doo, we're all good. If this is red and I'm seeing the kilobits per second drop, that means there's some kind of congestion on my network, and this is what I saw a moment ago when we had buffering in the stream. So goody. Looks like we're back in business. So it's all okay in principle, but I don't see as much heightness that I did see over here. So I saw a much bigger pronunciation of this over here as well as here. So I wonder if the height channel should be set to something more, just so that we hammer this out. Base bump, if I go and set this to, I don't know, 20. Does that do something? How about 100? Oh, I see it's stuck at 2. So I'll go and say the maximum value is 100. Let's try 10. Yeah, there we go. So just, if I make that stronger, then this is also getting stronger. But also what I can see is that this black thing here is rolling over in my DAZ Studio version quite dramatically. So that may have to do with the dilation of the texture. I wonder if they're bleeding into one another. So that's something I might need to combine manually if that happens. So I have a feeling whatever my black texture was is just expanding too much, and the texture combiner combined that on top of the red texture, and this is what I'm seeing. So be an interesting experiment if I set this value to something lower. If I go and export the textures here again, and instead of the padding, instead of setting it to 16, I might as well set that to like maybe 0 next time and just see if that works, and hopefully not gets any seams. Delete the height map. Okay, let me try that. I could just put none and just let the normal do it. Yeah, it looks like that's not enough. Yeah, so it looks like an increase in height value is what the doctor ordered. Well, I'm happy trying this all again and just taking away this this value, and then DAZ Studio should be able to just take in the exact same maps, and hopefully that'll solve the problem. Let's see if we can do that. So in here, we do nothing. If we just go and say File, Save Textures As, Project Maps is all good, but the dilation is going to be 0 now. Over saving everything. I'm excited about experiments like this. That's done that. Then my friend, the texture combiner, which is still open. We just basically also do nothing. We just go and combine everything once again. Not responding, that's a good sign. Brian, I'm having my other computer do a HD wrap of a character at subdivision level 3. I've worked out that taking away the subdivisions isn't giving us good results, so I'm going to have to take into consideration that it basically uses the subdivided character, which is I think subdivision level 3, and it does another 3 subdivisions on top of that, so it'll render 24 hours or something. But I'll see what it looks like when we're done. So in here, to replace the maps, quickly head over to refresh images. Keep fingers crossed, and it's perfect now. Look at that. So that was indeed the problem, the dilation. Right, that could be, Brian. Yes, that could be. But this is essentially the same thing I'm seeing here. Oh, actually, except for the inside here, but that's probably the same issue. So if we say 20 is the value to go, and we go over to the base bump, then I need to go and, in fact, I'll just use the, I need to do this on every surface now. So when I set this up next, then now we have that as well. Although it looked nicer in here, didn't it? Gotta be brutally honest. Same thing is probably happening on the inside here. Yeah, so we need to essentially have the same values that we have on the outside here. Shoe upper. Let's go and copy that and paste that onto all of them, so that we have the same height map there. Then there's also debatable whether we need a different glossy value, because this is maybe a little bit too glossy still. I thought I had a roughness map on here. And then glossy roughness, and that's set to 1, and there's a map in here. And that is also not quite enough. So I wonder if we go and do the same thing here. Glossy roughness 10. And that's now, yeah, that's a bit much, isn't it? How about 5? Yeah, still. How about 2? No, because 1 just wasn't enough. 1's just not enough. So maybe 1.5, maybe? You'd think 1 should be it, shouldn't it? 1.2 is more like it, I'm thinking. Whereas the other glossy values look pretty okay to me, I think. At least the bump values do, so I'm okay with it. Huh. Looks okay though, right? I'm thinking that as well. It's kind of, it's, you know, we're getting there. As long as we adhere to this bump map a little bit stronger, and then we're basically there. Do you think that DAZ Studio supports, or iRay supports, what's it called? Excellent. Do you think iRay supports an ambient occlusion map? Because if so, I'm not entirely sure where I would put that. And we can always have a look for it. Anything occlusion? No. Anything ambient? Nope. Anything AO? No. So it looks like if they do support it, it might be called something else. Something like top code, general, whatnot. And nothing really springs to mind, if I'm brutally honest. Flakes, top code, volume, emission, could be, no, it's probably not emission. UV set, that's something else, and I think the other properties, I don't think it's there. If anywhere, I'd imagine it's under base. Most of these things, I don't really know what they are. Yeah, I don't think it does it. I don't think it supports that. But that's okay. That's fine. Emission map is supported. Okay, goody. So if this works, let's go to work on something that actually looks good, and then maybe, you know, we can come up with a couple of color schemes, simple ones that might be neat. I'm not actually that set against this. I think I'd like to try masking this bit off here. It's almost like, yeah, I don't want the pattern to go over here. I'd like to have the pattern just be on the inside here. We can even do something in which we have a mask that it doesn't go all the way up the sole here, that we have something that's just about here, you know, like a foot patch thing, and that could be the mask, and then everything else could just be relatively shiny plastic like this here, and then this could be the tread that's just at the bottom here, like the foot. That might be nice, because then yes, Brian, I totally agree. Yes, if we make something like that, and then we can have this as Chris's logo here. I like that. Let's see if we can, how would we make that? So in Photoshop, what I'd do is I just draw this as a vector mask, or even as a selection, and then I just shrink it down so that it fits in here, and then that would be my alpha. But in Substance Painter, how do I do that there? I could still draw it out, I suppose, but not with vector. So what I could potentially do is bring the UV map into Photoshop, mask this bit off, and so basically create myself the patch that I need, and then just import that as a black and white image. That should do the trick, and then that could be my alpha. Do you see what I'm saying? Because in that case, I could just as a little demonstration, I could just go and use this tread thing here. Sole, shoe sole. So yes, that's the one. So shoe sole. The height map would need to have a, or this thing, this whole thing, that would need to have a mask somehow. But oh my God, how am I gonna do that? How do I do that? So if I say like that, like if I put this on here, well then it does that. But no, this here, this needs to have a mask, doesn't it? Is it add a black mask? Is that what we do? I think. And then painting this, then this would reveal that. So instead of me painting that, I could then go and import an alpha that makes this happen. And then on top of that, can I then go and put this in here? Is that, yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, that's kind of what I want. I think I understood the principle. Now all we need to figure out is how do we, instead of me painting here, how do I apply an alpha inside here? Add a color selection, add a compare mask. That's all. That's a bit difficult, isn't it? What are these things? That's a fill layer. This is a preset layer. That's a group. That's just a paint layer, but that's not a paint layer in here. Mask with color, mask with bitmap. Or maybe I do need to just go and paint it. Maybe that is actually the easiest way that I can do it. Just does it come up on the other shoe as well, the same way? It doesn't unless I switch on symmetry, right? I think. Can I go clear the mask like this? Or like this? No. Of course I can't. That would be too easy. Let's go and do this then. I'll just be creative with the sole here. And there's also the symmetry thing. Is that here? No, it's here, isn't it? This is the symmetry. Mirror X, yes. So if I do this here, then my man is happening on the other side. Yes, it does. Perfect. I like it. I think I see where this is going. So perhaps then, instead of having such a soft alpha, we need to go and have something like, you know, hard. Is there not something that's just like this, but not soft? Does that not exist? And if it does, we're going to have to look for it from scratch through 14,000 alphas. You type in round, round doesn't exist. Gotcha. Thanks. That helps. Like in Photoshop, I have this slider that just adjusts the softness. But we removed that because people were using it and we'd rather they didn't. How about this here? Is that cool? Shape something. That should be hard enough. I'm just looking for that hard edge. Hard edge and then just smaller, I suppose. Oh, there was another thing. I think was it? Yeah, there we go. That's how we do that. Control and then right mouse button up and down. And then this. Oh, there we go. That makes it blurry. Or oh, that's the hardness thing here. There we go. Oh, that's neat. Is there? Where's the regular one? That was, what was that called again? That wasn't called round because round doesn't exist. I want my previous brush back. Oh, which one? How do I get that? Now that I've found the hardness slider, where's my previous brush? Was it this? Was it this? Shape something thorn? No, that wasn't it. I like when the basics are super difficult and the really difficult things are like a piece of cake. I love that. It doesn't really matter if I just select my brush again, does it? It just comes up with thingy. If I go and, how about I just go get rid of that? No, that's just a square now. That's even worse. What a shame. Reinstall Substance Painter? Is that the only way? Shape. That's ridiculous. And then if I put hardness up, is it hard? Oh my god, Brian. It's called shape? No one's gonna remember that. That's so cool. You remember that? That's exciting. Maybe a little bit soft. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Shape? Nobody's going to remember that. But you type in round and nothing comes up. I don't like it. Gotta be brutally honest. That stuff I don't like. Immediately taking a dislike to it. I might also consider doing that with my tablet, actually. Let me quickly hook it up. Yes, default might be cool. No, let's call it shape. But no. No. That goes into here. This is not a wireless version. I don't have anything wireless in this room, you know, because Windows only allows one Bluetooth receiver on one computer at a time. You can't have multiple. Like you can't have, by default, a Bluetooth kind of mesh network. That doesn't work. It's totally disallowed. It's un-American and all that. We can't have that. Maybe like a bit softer actually. 0.7-ish, something like that. 6.9 is also good. You see, without this being a vector thing, it's just always going to be a little bit wonky, isn't it? So even if I do try my best here, it's always going to be, it's just not believably as you know, what's the word, believable, as if this was in fact a thing. Also, the height's kind of wrong, so I think I need to work on that. And this is kind of not what this is the shape I mean in a nutshell. But of course I need for that to come out, or the shiny bit to go in. either way. I suppose, can we work on that? I don't even mind for this to be a little bit off center. I'm okay with that. I just want for this to look a little bit smoother on the outside here. Like on all sides, basically. And what was it? Control, and then we do this. Oh yes, good stuff. Vector paths, I say. Wishlist for Substance Painter 2022. Give us vector paths and stuff. But Rod, these USB dongles, if you need more Bluetooth on more machines, that's actually, for a tenner, this could all be yours. So you can have multiple Bluetooth connectors in your office, but not on the same computer. So if ever you needed more Bluetooth on more computers, just get one from Amazon, you know. There's some, you got to make sure they work with the devices that you want to use. So some super cheap ones, like the $5 and $6 ones, they only support one standard. So make sure they support both 2500 and 5000 kilo dip dop whatsits, whatever, whatever mega whatnots. Because on my wireless Intuos, that I think uses the older 2400 whatsit, not standard, but Bluetooth LE uses 5000 whatever. So just make sure the devices are compatible with the adapter. If you need it, you know. If not, perfectly fine. I'm good with wires. Pamela, how's the NFT collection going? You making progress? So it's not perfect, but let's call it good, and let's see if I can work on inverting the height. Oh, actually, this isn't great here. I think we need to have, this needs to be, I think I might widen this out a little bit. Like maybe turn it over here and then just make it slightly straighter over there. I might try that. So have this follow that here, and then just finish it off here nicely. Vector path, man. I would just draw this once, play with the points, and press one button and say boom. Even though this is also a nice pastime, so that's my drawn mask. I think that's neat. I think that kind of follows the contours of the shoe, and it might just, is that good? I can't tell. Does this work? Does this work functionally in life? Yeah, I like that round edge here. That's cool. Chris Cox logo goes here. I like it. Oh, I'm zoomed in? Oh, man. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for letting me know. Now I can actually show you what I've been working on the last 10 minutes. There we go. So here's one we prepared earlier. So I think I'm going to leave it like this. I'm okay with that. So I could make this corner a little bit slimmer to match up with this, but I think I'm okay with that. So what I'd like to try now is for this to come out a little, or for this to go up a little. So I'd like for this to look like as if it's kind of set on. So the height of this whole piece needs to either come out, or the height of this needs to go down. Let's see if I can make that happen. So let's see, that could be the easiest option, to have a look at the height shader of the plastic pure glossy, which isn't going to be blue at one point, of course, but this is nice so that we can see what's going on. Let's see. So height, if I select height and then just go and subtract from it, can we make it less high? Of course not. That's just not how we roll here. So that doesn't really do that. But can we add height to the mask I've painted on here? No, that's just not how this works either, is it? So I'd have to add height to the material that makes it, I suppose. So this is that. Okay, perfect. So surface detail, maybe just the color thing. Does this have height? Do you have height? You have height. Do you have it now? Yes, you have height. Normal metallic roughness, but no height? I thought you had height. Oh, that's height. Oh, okay, great. This is border thing here. It's a height map. Gotcha. Huh. Was it working? Let me go back to the plastic there. I didn't see it. So if I go and put this back to 0, I'm not sure. So this is -1. This is 1. Maybe it's working and I just don't like it. That's possible. Maybe this is with height, I suppose. Yeah, no, I can see it. It's kind of coming out this way, and this is with it kind of trying to go down. Maybe I'll have to leave it like this. Yeah, I'm not happy. But okay, fine. Let me go and make this kind of a darkish gray. And it's super glossy, so they're new shoes. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Well, now I'm thinking perhaps the tread should go slightly further up. Yes, maybe I want to do that. Maybe I want to extend this kind of to over here. I might go save it and then work on this a little more. Let's make this ugly blue again, because I think that was quite nice to work with. And then I'll keep painting some more on the mask. So just extend that to about here. Something like that. Because I do like this as a feature. So maybe, yeah, that's up to here. That might be cool. And just double checking, this is also happening on the other foot here. Nice. And I promise I won't be zoomed out. Kind of to here and then to we go down this way. Can we make this even straighter? It's pretty straight already. Yeah, so this Bluetooth implication is interesting because sometimes I like to use Bluetooth here, but for that I have to remove my Bluetooth receiver from my main desk and then install it in here. But that requires a computer reboot, so that can't just happen on the fly, so it's not hot swappable. The only reason why I would actually want to use it is because I have this little gadgety thing called the TabMate controller, and that's a thing that only works with Clip Studio Paint, and it lets you do jobs like changing brushes, changing brush sizes, and rotating the canvas, and all those things for which you usually need to have a keyboard and a mouse. But when you're drawing with a tablet, that's often an inconvenience to switch over. So this thing lets you do it by literally having it in your other hand, and then you draw and you do all these things with the little TabMate controller. And it would be a super handy little utility if it were to support other softwares, but alas, it does not. And this looks a tad crooked at the back here. There. Perfection. Okay, this is that now. Let's go and switch the color from blue back to this. And that could be our first design. Is there, oh, actually the gray, the Chris Cox logo, and perhaps we can do something nicer to the inside of the sole here. I'm not feeling it with the sole here. I'm not feeling the gray. Insole. I'm thinking at least it gives a bit of warmth here. But also I'm kind of ambivalent about the plasticky kind of grainy look here. Maybe we have a suede brushed downwards instead of leather soft grain. Let's see if we can use that. Are you sure that's suede? Yeah, it could be. That's also the kind of color I'm looking for. Maybe then different scale. It doesn't look very soft though, does it? It just doesn't look as soft as I'd like it to look. How come my friend the suede brush, how come I don't actually see it anymore? Oh, there, they were overlaying one another. Oh, okay, fine. I get you, buddy. Yeah, that's too much. maybe 4, maybe 5. Maybe 5 is the way to go. 5 is the way to go. And then soft leather grain bucket. No worries, Rod. Thank you so much for dropping by, and have a wonderful, wonderful, as we say in Germany, slide into the new year. That is what we say. Guten Rutsch ins neue Jahr. That is what we say, and that's usually that kind of means I hope you're gonna slide in well, and good luck with it, type thing. That is very funny. Okay, final thing that we're going to do on this exciting design is the Chris Cox logo at the bottom. Oh, save as well. So here or here? No, I think maybe here, like shoe manufacturers do that. And if I have any other ideas of how to make this straighter, it still doesn't look straight, does it? Yeah, we need to work on that straightness. Gotta be straighter, man. It's just not straight enough. We'll do that in a second. So, see if I can remember this logo business. So first, I'll select the sole. That's this. Perfect. And that's this. That's that. Plastic rubber. I might just go and say this is the tread at the front, and this here is glossy rim, and I'm thinking the logo is going to be a stencil of some description, isn't it? So I don't quite remember if it's a paint layer that I'm using, through which I then go and just pick something like an alpha. Is that right? Like say this, and then I just do that. Yeah, I suppose that's how it works. That's how it works. So then all I need to do now is see if I can see if I can find that Chris Cox logo and then go and position it in the scope, I suppose, right? And then there was, how did I do the hardness thing again? Was it, oh, there we go. That was control, right click, and then up and down. Gotcha. That's what does that. Okay. Oh, good. No, that's obviously not what I meant. I meant to say just clear whatever's on that layer. Clear mask. There wasn't a mask. Okay, fine. Just new layer. Easy. Good stuff. So, Chris's logo. Is that still in here? No. I suppose that needs to be imported then. Head Ping! How you doing? Guten Rutsch und ein gesundes neues Jahr wünsche ich dir auch. Let me try that again. Guten Rutsch und ein gesundes neues Jahr. Thank you for dropping by. I might be back tomorrow still. That might be cool. You know what? It's funny. Now in Germany, it's already the 31st. So that's kind of cool. So tomorrow I might still actually be on air while we're going live into the new year in Europe. Isn't that funny? How exciting. Goodbye, Rod. Thank you so much for dropping by. Hello and goodbye, says Julia. Aloha, Miss Julia. How you doing? Oh, DZ. Bloody ad. Uncool. Adverts are too much on Twitch. And so import stuff. I think that works with this as well here. Import resources, add resources. And I can, of course, not exactly remember where I've put that logo. That would be, I think that might be on the Substance projects. And was it in Wedge Sandals? That was my previous one. Shark Rocket. That's the one. Shark Rocket. And this is going to be I suppose, is it a texture? Is it an alpha? Maybe it's a texture. Maybe it's both. Environment? A color LUT? I don't even know what that is. A color LUT. Sounds good though. Right, midnight. Okay, so this is interesting. So if I'm streaming tomorrow again at 5 p.m. my time, that'll be 11 o'clock in the evening your time, and that means I'll still be on air as it goes into the new year. If you're not doing anything tomorrow, drop by and tell us what the future is like. I'll say it's an alpha for now. Shark rocket, and add it so that it is basically in all my assets. And if I say shark rocket, then of course it doesn't come up. Oh, why would you? Why? Oh, because I'm looking for an alpha. Gotcha. So shark rocket. Oh, there we go. We've got a couple here. That's nice. So if I go and pick this, then what? Oh, there we go. I can totally go and use that. No, not that. That. No. That. Yes, that. And then the shark rocket. Rockets again. Forgot which way around it rockets. Is it this way? Oh, come on. It's a shark rocket, but it's neither white nor is it embossed, nor is it the right way round? Let's just have a look what Chris's logo looks like. So I think Twitch, Chris L. Cox. I think the rocket goes up left. Gotcha. So it's kind of correct. It's just not the right color here. And that is already 100% white. It's also not, it doesn't have his actual colors in it. Upright, thank you. Why can't I then... Why is there no color information in this thing? That's the other thing I wonder, because I did import it as a regular PNG, but I'm applying it as an alpha, so that's probably why. What happens if I wanted to apply it as a projection? Can I do that? If we just go and make this unavailable and we just go and drag this on here, is that a possibility? Base color, is that possible? No, it does the same thing. Yeah, so it looks like it's just imported it as a black and white image. So this is a projection. I could also use that to place that on here. But ideally, I'd have that as something that has color. Ideally. Let's see if I can import it as something else. So if I say add resources, same thing again, shark rocket, PNG, open, and can I say this is now a texture, perhaps? Import it into everything. Shark rocket BG, but that's still the black and white one, isn't it? Why? Me too, I need the color in here. Let's see if we can just drag it in from the Explorer, see what happens then. Whoops. Yes, I'd like the colors. I'd like for that to just be wedge sandals. And then on the other hand, we need to have this. Can we just go left click and drag that into? No, that's not possible. How about into here? Can we do that? And then it goes undefined. So there should be a texture in here. What's color LUT? Can we do that? Shark rocket and put that into all my assets. color LUT. How about a texture called Shark Rocket? It's always black and white. Okay, fine. Is the logo then actually color? If we just open that, is that color or is that black and white? Oh, that is black and white. Okay, fine. That was completely my fault now, and Substance Painter was completely correct. So that is not that then. So where else is Mr. Chris's logo if it's color then? Mystery solved, absolutely. We may have to just use it in black and white and just use it as an emboss thing, because I don't remember where I have his color logo. I thought it was color. I guess I have chucked it away. Could be under PSDs. Sandals height, no, that was that. Which sandals product? Could it be here somewhere? No. I'll have to look for it. If that's only black and white, then let's use it as just as a height dip top then. So at least I know how to do that. So I'll go and get rid of that, I think. Put it here and then just put height in. Was it there already? Height. And not color or roughness or metal, I just need height. This is what Brian suggested I should do. We'll say Shark Rocket, here it is. And then that, I think, go turn it right, the right way round. There we go, that's that. It takes off. Clunk. That is height now. And that's nice. That's just a nice little emboss effect. It's probably not as high res as I'd like it, but we'll be okay with it. And on the next go, we're just trying to make this color. So as soon as I'll find it, I'll just make it color as well as embossed. So it's just a nice thing to have there. We could probably also put it inside here on the inside. Like on the heel. Dude, like so. That was that way. There, rocket shoe. And can we do this? Oh no, we've got the wrong material selected. So it's technically correct, but I think I need to go and say this is the sole liner. Is that it? No, it's going to be sole, insole perhaps. Yes, insole. Gotcha. Insole, check. Layer, new paint layer, on which we're painting just with height. And we'll say perfect. Embossed. Nice. I could literally go to town and make this a little bit dark here where the heel would be, and then also here where the toes are. But since I only have 15 minutes left, I might just go and leave it as it is and export these maps out again, see if we can turn this into a DAZ Studio material preset. And I'd like to make a few others that look a bit like this, just different color variations. I'd also like to just save this. I think it's just not quite straight here, since it has to be painted in. Isn't there a way to... Yeah, it just needs to be a little more, you know, down here type thing. Man, it's so complicated. I need so much practice with this. Soul, yes. Wow, what's this? Let's not ask. And this is that mask, I think. And do we do that? Yeah, we do that. Perfect. Yeah, I think that's better. It's also not straight, it's now crooked the other way. Perhaps I should have another go at this. Man, vectors, I'm telling you, that is what we need. But then the ability just to paint with materials like that, that is quite cool, I have to say. I'm just, the way to just turn this into one angle that you need is not, but hey, that's okay. I think there is also a way, I think was that with shift, yeah, I think that's how you make straight lines actually from here, shift to here, was that it? No, that's not how you do that. Was it just shift like that? Yeah, that makes a straight line. Oh, okay, perfect. I might try that then. Since there is a tool for that. That's straight. Straight the wrong way, but you know, straight nevertheless. There, straight! Ah! As Jay discovers how to make straight lines. All right. Chris logo, that could be. I'll search for it. Let me see if I can put this in the next 5 minutes here, if I can make this, turn this out into a material. What happened here then? Oh, have I accidentally got rid of this? Got the logo on the inside here. Huh. Sole liner, that's this. That's not it. Sole, insole. Insole, there we go. Oh yeah, it's gone. Okay, no problem. We'll bring it back. Yes, the rocket goes up. On both insoles, right? Just checking. Yes. Okay, save project, straight line. Gotcha, learned something else. Okay, let me go export this just like we did before. Project maps, export. Check. Then our texture set combiner can just combine the whole thing again. Giving us no feedback, but once we have it, ta-da, there it is. Then we should be able to, here on surfaces with our Vivian Pumps selected. Good name that, by the way. I'll go refresh images and here we go. Haha! It's all inside DAZ Studio now. That is cool. Except for this, that doesn't look at all like what we had in Substance Painter. I think that the color is different because we've changed that to something like this. So that could just be a preview thing. Let's see. No worries. I might see you on Chris's stream. Thank you for hanging. Have a wonderful Happy New Year if I don't see you before. And welcome once again to my channel. Always good to see you, DZ. Take care. Yeah, I'll be literally another 5 minutes and then I'm off to Chris's stream. This is actually so cool already. I'm super happy with this. Let me put some good looking, handsome looking lighting on this, and then we can render out a little, two little promo pictures here. And also mustn't forget to put a material preset of this on here. So we'll have that too. I think I need to load a figure here for that to look to make it natural, because I don't think I have this. No, I don't have that here. Okay, so figure. Genesis 3, Genesis 8, check. And I'm just doing that so that I can fit the pumps to her. Not parent this, check it out, there we go. And then we go and I think make sure the figure itself also has that pose on it here, the toe pose, there we go. Now that looks, yes, awkward. I think I might have to do some tweaking. Let's go and save that material preset out first of all. I'll make a new folder here so that we can always combine them later. J's, mats. As we keep them separately. So a material preset for the pumps. Red grid, I'll call it. We want to have all of these, that's cool. And then that should come up here, perfect. Then I can go and delete those and put them on again. Onto the figure, there we go. And then the figure now has that pose, I think. Or the figure can have the high heel pose. Oh, that's the high heel, isn't it? So that's no good. So that's good. And now, in order to showcase the insides, I can go and, with the figure selected, hello, figure selected, natural pose, there we go. So 80% should do the trick. There, now we're going to go and delete, whoops, delete the figure so we only have the shoes. And then we go focus on the shoes. Oh yes, light as well. It's always something, isn't there? Light, or rather render settings. Maybe red, or also yellow. We'll see what works. Why translate maybe a little bit higher? Until it looks palatable. That'll work. And I'm not sure about the background here at all. And that needs to be less, like so, and more importantly, it needs to have my materials on it. There, crooked or otherwise, here they are. Nice. Can we see the Chris Cox logo on the inside? We can't really. Hey, but that's okay. For square promo, this is nice. And then we also need the one for 16:9. I might just render that out quickly. And then we can go over to Mr. Chris's stream. See if he makes more shoes today. There. I might even have a second inset of them from the bottom here, something like that. There, and we're good. Make a new camera out of this. I think I'm okay with no emphasizing highlight. I mean, I could probably do that while I'm working on it. Whoops. See what that brings to the party if I go and do this. Here it is, spotlight, parameters, constraints, and then we'll go and put that on the shoes. Make it a disk, and then we'll see what this looks like. So it should just aid being able to see the highlight here a little bit. Maybe I need to bring it down. Y translate so that this comes down here. This might look good, this might look bad. It might not actually do anything. I'd like just for a little bit of extra highlight here. And it looks like that's what it's doing there. Maybe a little bit more light intensity without blowing everything out. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Cut. Pixel shoes. Okay, let's render those out. And then I'll see, I'll try to make another one just from the bottom. So we can set this in here for the thumbnail. That might be nice. Here, look at that. That's nice. That's very neat. I'll call this Vivian 1. And then how would we do that? I could just bring in another pair, I suppose. Yeah, let me try that. Yeah, let me load another pair of shoes in with nothing selected. Okay, let's put that to 10, and then we'll put this to -10. So that's essentially like my my neutral pose. I think they also need the foot pose here. And then I'll just go and put those, turn those around like so. And then maybe the other way around as well. So like this, I'm thinking. So this is, yeah, minus 180, perfect. And then this is going to be minus 90. And then, so that they'll be in here like this somehow. The top and bottom. So the top one is going to be what the camera sees, and the bottom one is our running around viewport here. Right, that needs to go over here a lot, and then also needs to go over to here, and that needs to come to the front a bit, like it's kind of like so, just then smaller in a way. Or we just zoom out a bit like so. I'm not sure if that's even going to look good, but we'll try it out. What have we got to lose? I might even put these a bit closer together again. Like this could be like 12. And then this is minus 12. It's a shame that the manipulator is so far away. There we go. Line that up with the horizon, and then just so that they're kind of an equal size here. Let's do that. That should do the trick. Bit of the old oops. Dutch angle, and then we're kind of there. There, superb. Now we have the top and the bottom. One last thing, of course. Hey Joe, good to see you. If I don't see you tomorrow, Happy New Year. You know, I have a good, what we like to say in Germany, have a good glide or slide into the new year. That's what we like to say. There we go. Then we can see the bottom of the soles as well. Let's go and make a little render of that. And then we're done for the day. You've been resting up, that's nice. That is quite clever, yes, get some supplies. These dig into the floor a little bit, we didn't see that, so just put them up a little, and I suppose also just push them forward like this, a tiny bit. Drag them up, and then I suppose we want to put them two settings. This guy needs to be local, and then whoops, and then we can push these guys over just a tad like so. Oh, it's still digging in a bit. Slightly further up again. It's a tad tricky to see without the actual preview, so let's go and make that happen. Vivian Pumps. I suppose we can do this and then just bring the whole camera framing down, and then I can also go and put them over here like, whoop, no, that's not it, that's not it. Was it that way? Yeah, that's what I meant. Even I think we can probably bring these closer together as well. That's of course on the figure again, probably under currently used still, where we have something called natural pose. There we go. What happens if we make that 100? Yep, I think 100 will work. Well, now we can then go bring these guys a bit closer, and then we're there. I think then we're there. I'll call this red grid promo, and we'll do a render, and then we're out of here. I'm already 5 minutes late, but that's cool. I'm working on Mr. Chris's project, so I will be there hanging out, finishing other bits and pieces in a moment, just as soon as we see what this looks like. I don't mind. It's a little bit slanted, but I think it's kind of cool. It just showcases these things from all angles. And I think with that, we are completely done. Thank you so much for hanging. It was wonderful to see you, to hear you. Thank you for banning that bot, Brian. I mean, not that bot there. Yeah, like the Pretzel Rocks bot. It was kind enough to put all the track names into the chat, but hey, it's one of those things. I'm glad we did this little session. I'm planning to stream tomorrow as well at around 4 or 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and basically go live into the new year for the viewers in Europe, whereas we here, you know, we're kind of in the past and we have to wait a little bit. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you hopefully tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.